Hello everyone, how you guys doing today? What's up? I'm Red and welcome back to a new episode of the Ironman Profile. Today a pretty interesting update dropped on the Hypixel server, and that is Garden 1.5 update, which basically added a brand new talisman, new reforged stones for armor, tools and equipment, so this is something that we're gonna have to grind for, and therefore I think it's time for us to start properly sweating Garden and try to max out our armor, especially because the new talisman they added requires 4 stacks of croppies, I believe, and we do not have that anymore. I already upgraded my armor from the melon one, so I can't get croppies anymore, and if we max out this farm set, so to fermento, we'll be able to get croppies, squash and fermento. So yeah, we're gonna have to max this set out if we want to get the talisman, sadly. But another amazing thing that came with the update is all crops NPC sell prices are now increased, and when I say increased I mean increased. So if I grab out a stack of enchanted sugarcane, I think a couple of episodes ago we sold that for 3.2 mil, and now if we try and sell it, look at this, 8.2 mil. Absolutely crazy, and this is gonna be so much easier for us to make money now as well. So yeah, I'm so excited. So it actually feels like it's worth farming for many hours because it actually pays off in the end. And yeah, today I'm just gonna farm and I'm gonna try to grind out for the squash armor, really. I also have 18 bronze medals and 2 silver ones, so I'm gonna go ahead and convert some more. And we now have 11 silver medals, which means we can get 2 gold ones and we can buy some more tools. And the tool that I'm gonna buy next is the cocoa chopper, because we will need a lot of cocoa beans to make enchanted cookies for the squash armor. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and buy it. There we go. The cocoa chopper cannot be upgraded for some reason. So this is basically it. I don't know why, but I feel like they kind of neglected it a little bit. The elephant pet is also ready for pickup, so let's see what Cat wants for the rare one. Alright, it's just 75,000 coins, so let's get this upgrade underway as well. And it will take 20 hours. And another thing, we now have 8,600 bits, so I'm gonna go ahead and actually buy our first cultivating book. And so the cultivating book, you can apply it to any farming tool, and it goes up to tier 10. It levels up on its own, so you can see 1,000 crops to tier up, and then it goes to, I don't know, 10,000 crops, 100,000 crops, whatever. And I think tier 10 is 100 million crops collected, so yeah, it's gonna take a while, and I don't know if we're gonna get tier 10 on all of them really, but maybe, who knows. And I'm gonna go ahead and apply it to our sugarcane hoe, because that's the hoe that makes us all the money. So I think it's only fair we try and max this one out first. So I just collected my chicken minion and we actually unlocked the feather artifact as well as the super enchanted egg. So let me see if we have enough feathers to actually upgrade our feather ring. It turns out we actually do have enough to craft the feather artifact, as it only takes 2 stacks of enchanted feathers. So let's go ahead and get it. It's a rare accessory, so why not? Another one in our collection. And then the other thing that we unlocked is a super enchanted egg. And the super enchanted egg is kind of like the enchanted egg, which is used to craft pets. But the difference is that with just the enchanted egg, you can only get rarities common, uncommon and rare. Meanwhile, if you craft a super enchanted egg, you can actually get epic and legendary pets. So what I'm gonna do is actually craft one of these. And because I have been doing so much farming, my bee pet is now level 100 and my elephant is still at cat, so for another 22.5 hours. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually craft a brand new pet, and hopefully we can get it legendary. I don't really have high hopes though, especially how things went with the silverfish. But I'm gonna give it a try. It's the chicken pet, so yeah, let's see what we get. I'm nervous. I don't want to click it. Alright, here we go. And we got an epic. Okay, that's fine. We will probably end up upgrading it through cat. But fair fair enough. Another pet that I'm working towards is the Wither Skeleton pet for dungeons. So if we search up Wither Skeleton pet here, you can see we need 8 enchanted blocks of coal. And the reason why we want the Wither Skeleton pet is mainly because of his first 2 perks, so Stronger Bones and Wither Blood. So first one, take 0.3 to 30% less damage from skeletons, which is insanely good for dungeons. Since I don't have the sheep pet, which is like the best mage pet, the Wither Skeleton would be ideal for us for now. And then the second perk is Wither Blood, so deal 0.2 to 25% more damage to wither mobs, and in dungeons most of the mobs are wither mobs, so yeah, it will help us a lot if we can get this pet. Alright, so I actually went ahead and laid out all of the stuff that we will need for the squash armor. So I have enough squash for the full armor set. I also have enough materials to craft the helmet, but I don't want to craft it before I get the materials for all of the armor pieces, as like I mentioned before, they added a new talisman, so the Croppy talisman can actually be upgraded into the squash ring, and therefore I'm just gonna use the Croppy armor for now to try and get as many as I can while I'm grinding for the squash armor itself. So the first thing that I'm gonna go ahead and grind here is the polished pumpkins. We need 6 on each side, so we need 8 more in total. So I'm just gonna go back into my pumpkin farm and start grinding them. I have also been doing some more trades, and we currently have Sunder 4 on our pumpkin dicer, so I'm gonna go ahead and actually buy 8 more books so that we can max out this enchantment. And if we look here, we also have some new enchantments, so Dedication, which grants us a 0.5 farming fortune for crops multiplied by your garden milestone for that specific crop. So overall this will add a decent amount of farming fortune and is something that I want to max out eventually. And then we also have Green Thumb 1, which adds 0.05 farming fortune per unique visitor served, and this can be applied to equipment. It is quite expensive though, so 1,500 copper is gonna be somewhere down the line, but we will definitely be working towards maxing everything out. There's also a new pet item, which I will be putting on my elephant as soon as he's upgraded to legendary, and that is the Yellow Bandana. And it basically grants you plus 30 farming fortune, which is pretty insane. So yeah, I can't wait for my elephant to be done upgrading. There we go, I went ahead and combined all of the books, and we now have Sunder 5, which is the max. We are still working towards the Turbo Pumpkin 5, and yeah, I haven't really been focusing that much on farming contests, so hopefully we can max that out. Never mind, it turns out we actually did have enough books for Turbo Pumpkin 5 as well. I just had to claim them from Jacob, so there we go. That's all maxed out now. And since we're already maxing out our pumpkin dicer, I'm also gonna go ahead and buy the cultivating book for it, so there we go. And I'm also gonna purchase Delicate 5 from Anita, which avoids breaking stems and baby crops. So sometimes when I'm farming pumpkins and melons, I get stuck on like the corner, and then I accidentally break the stem of like the first one, so this is gonna save me from doing that. There we go. Now I think the only thing that we're really missing on this is the new enchantment, and we are also missing a recom to make it mythic, and I think that's it. I don't think I'm missing anything else. Let me know if I am. And then I was ready to start farming pumpkins, and I think I farmed for about half an hour and I had enough. There we go, I have just finished farming all the pumpkins, so we now have 6 and 6 on each side, so that's everything that we need for the boots. Now what I'm gonna do is go and finish farming the melons. We need 24 here and 24 here, so a couple more to go. And just like I did with the pumpkin dicer, I'm also gonna go ahead and buy cultivating for the melon dicer. I already also have Sunder 5 on it. I sadly don't have enough books for Turbo Melon 5 though, but I'm gonna go see if we have enough medals to buy the Delicate enchant from Anita. Alright, yeah, we do have enough stuff, so let me buy this quick and let's apply it to the axe. And there we go. So the only thing that we need now is the Turbo Melon, the new enchantments, and obviously the Reforge and the Recom. I am less than half a stack of enchanted melons away from having our last enchanted melon block. Here we go, any second. And there we go, 25 is what we needed. I'm just gonna finish harvesting this plot, and then we're gonna go and put it in our little chest. And then the only thing that's left to do is get all the cookies, and we're gonna have squash armor. How crazy is that? And there we go, beautiful. And now I think all we need is 10 cookies on each one of the spots where the cookies are. I think that's the recipe, let me check. So 10 there, yeah, and 10 there. So we need 50 cookies, which in theory shouldn't be that hard, but I only have one plot with cocoa beans right now, so it's not infinite. But I'm gonna make it work for sure. And yeah, I'm just gonna get into the cocoa bean farm. For the cocoa chopper, I sadly only had enough copper to get the Sunder 3 book. And then I haven't also been farming cocoa beans a lot, so we only have Turbo Cocoa 1. But hopefully there is some contest while I'm farming this. I have done it. I farmed and farmed and farmed. And here we have our final cookies. So now if we go and actually place them into their spots, we have everything for squash armor, which is absolutely mad. And there it is. I added all of my crappie pieces into the slots, and oh my god, I'm so excited to craft this. So let's go ahead and grab them out, and we're gonna go ahead and craft this. I want it. Imagine I accidentally quick crafted a melon chest plate or a helmet or boots or something. That would have been a disaster. But here we go. Squash helmet. Squash leggings. Squash boots. And squash chest plate. Oh my god. Amazing. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of find the squash helmet a little creepy. I don't know. It looks a bit sinister, doesn't it? It really reminds me of the clown from It. So like the red mark that he has going through the eyes, I don't know, just a green version of it. So yeah, I don't know, it's a bit scary, but well, we're here for its perks and benefits. So we can now get fermento. We have a 0.007% chance of dropping it with the full armor set though. So if I remove the boots, we have 0.006% chance, which is honestly not that bad. And yeah, once again, we're going to be using 3/4 of squash and then the rancher's boots to go with it. Another thing that we can do right now is our elephant is ready. So let's go and pick him up. I think he is epic now, right? Yes, so we have an epic elephant, and then to legendary it is 14 mil. And well, I have been farming some sugarcane over the past couple of days. Ever since I found out about Garden 1.5 coming out, I was farming sugarcane and I was like, I'm not selling it. I want to see the price increase. And if we look in my ender chest, I actually have 2 stacks of enchanted sugarcane, which now sell for 8.2 mil, meaning that we actually have enough to upgrade the elephant, which is absolutely insane. So I'm gonna go ahead and sell these. And we now have 16.5 mil in my purse, and I also have another 2.9 in my bank. And we're gonna get this upgrade. I think that's the way to go, because once we have the elephant, we're gonna have the fortune bonus. I will be able to put on the new pet item, so the one that gives you 30 fortune. And yeah, this is gonna be totally worth it. We're gonna make all this money back. So here we go. 13 million and 10 days. Oof. Alright, so the elephant is gonna take 10 days to upgrade, but I don't want to wait 10 days. We currently have Mayor Paul, and I really want to do some dungeons, so we need some money. And there is an item that you can get from the bit store called the cat flower, which basically skips 1 day on your upgrade, and you can buy unlimited amount of these, and they cost 500 bits. I actually spent my bits earlier today on getting the cultivating books. I kind of forgot about the elephant, not gonna lie. So what I'm gonna do is grab my 2.9 mil from the bank, and I'm gonna spend it on one more cookie. And I'm gonna AFK for a little bit and hopefully get enough bits so that I can upgrade my elephant. And then we're going full farming mode. We're so broke right now. We just went from having like 19 mil or something to having 384k. So let's eat this. Let's wait for the bits. I'm gonna buy the flowers, and yeah, we're gonna get the elephant. and start making some money real fast. I'm already gonna start farming some sugarcane while we wait for the bits, simply because I don't have anything else to do, and maybe I get lucky and actually drop a fermento. Oh my god, it happened. I dropped a fermento. I haven't even farmed that much. I literally am still on the first plot, really. And oh my god. Now we need a 9 fermento to craft 1 condensed fermento. And then from the condensed fermento, we can actually get the armor set upgrade. So yeah, we're gonna need a lot. But damn, that didn't take long at all. And then I got enough bits to buy all the cat flowers. And I had to buy 10 in total for 10 days. So that was 5,000 bits. And I sadly had my mic muted during this. Yeah, I kind of forgot about it. So I'm just gonna do a voiceover. And then I went ahead and put them all into cat. And we finally got a legendary elephant. It's because of its 3rd perk, which adds 1.8 farming fortune, which increases your chance for multiple drops, and this scales up with your elephant level. So yeah, we will be getting a lot of fortune from this. I then also decided to get a XP boost for it, and I actually decided to get the better one, so the 500,000 coins one, simply because I want to level up the elephant fast so that I can put on the yellow bandana. I know I said earlier, I think, that we were gonna put the yellow bandana on straight away, but yeah, I think it's better to level him up first. And then I went ahead and checked the requirements for the chicken upgrade, and it was only 8 enchanted chicken and some coins, so I also went ahead and started that upgrade. And then I went back to farming, and I actually dropped a fermento straight away, which is absolutely crazy. And yeah, I was just gonna farm for a little bit and see how much fermento I can get. And so I got to farming, and I farmed for quite a little while, quite a couple of hours, to the point where my elephant is now level 76, so we are leveling him up quite nicely. And I got so much fermento. It's not even funny. I don't know what is happening or if my account is buffed or something, but look at this. I have 9 fermento here that we can craft into a condensed fermento, by the way. So there we go. Condensed fermento, which requires a 9 normal fermento, by the way. And I already have 4 condensed fermento right here, just sitting in the chest, which means that in total, this is 45 fermento. And we still have 7 here, which is quite crazy. And if we now look into the recipes, there it is, fermento armor, or fermento helmet to be more specific. And what we're gonna need is a lot of enchanted sugarcane, a lot of enchanted brown and red mushroom blocks, and then also the mutant netherworts and enchanted cactus. So yeah, it's gonna be a very long grind. This one is definitely gonna be the hardest out of all of them. Not specifically for sugarcane, I can get that very easily, but brown mushrooms and red mushrooms and cactus is quite annoying to harvest. It's gonna take a little while. I think netherworts shouldn't be that difficult once we get a hoe for it, so yeah. And obviously for fermento, I don't really have a problem getting them. I hope this doesn't jinx me now and I will never get one again. But so far I have been extremely lucky. And then this is the fermento artifact, which grants you 30 farming fortune on any crops, which is also very insane. And it's crafted from the squash ring and then previously from the croppy talisman, which is something that we have to work for. But first we need to get the fermento armor because we can't get croppies anymore, sadly. And if we just look at the trades quick, a fermento sells for 250,000 coins. And a condensed fermento sells for 2.2 mil. And I feel like I'm gonna get all the condensed fermentos that I need for the armor and the artifact way before I get all of the materials for it, so we can make some easy money with that as well. Last thing that I want to do here right now is I have been making a lot of compost. And with the Garden 1.5 update, they have actually added Composter upgrades. And you can upgrade your speed, the drop chance, fuel cap, organic matter cap, and cost reduction. And so far I have upgraded my multi-drop twice and speed once. So yeah, I'm making compost a little faster and I'm also getting multiple drops, which is pretty nice. And for the upgrades you just pay with copper and enchanted crops, so it's not hard at all. And since I've been producing a lot of compost, we actually have 50 right there. And that is enough to buy our next plot, which is going to be plot number 7, which costs 48 compost. So let's go ahead and quickly get that. And another thing that happened, I think I have a clip of, is I was serving a customer and Grandma Wolf came around, just like this one. And she actually had one of the new reforges that you can put on your equipment. And so I went ahead and put it on my lotus necklace. So we now have a blooming lotus necklace, and that gives us +5 speed and +3 farming fortune, as you can see in the brackets. And it's just nice overall. The farming fortune is really starting to add up. But for now, I think this is where we're gonna call it for today. We made so much progress and I can now farm all the sugarcane I want for money. And in the next couple of episodes, we're gonna be doing some dungeons. I already did some dungeons actually, so I have some nice drops for you. So you're gonna see that in the next couple of days. And then bingo is coming around on the 1st of April, so I haven't done a bingo yet on this profile, and I think we're gonna take it on. Who knows? I'm kind of feeling it this time around. It doesn't seem too hard. So yeah, we will see how that goes. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, consider subscribing or maybe even liking. And I hope you all have a good rest of your day, evening, morning, whatever it is. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!